project, you're going to need 3 different colors, and you can pretty much use even any leftover yarns. As you can see, I'm using scrappy yarns, and you're going to need 3 different colors: a scissor, 4mm crochet hook, and that's it. And you're going to make this vintage flower. You can use any yarn color to start with. In my case, I'm going to start with this one. So to start, make a magic ring, insert the hook inside, yarn over, and chain 1. Now make 8 single crochet inside the magic ring. Once you get 8 single crochet, now just pull this yarn tail under to fully close your circle. Then slip stitch on top of the first single crochet stitch you have started with to join your work. Chain 1 to close your work. So once you have chained 1, now make 2 double crochet into that same stitch you have made a slip stitch. Now continue making 2 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. I'll meet you at the end to show you the next step. Once you get 16 double crochet stitches, now slip stitch on top of the first double crochet stitch you have started with to join your work. Chain 1 to close your work, and you can cut off the yarn because next you're going to move to a different yarn color. Next, make a slip knot. Then start working in any stitch of your choice. Chain 1. Now make 3 double crochet inside this same stitch. Chain 1. Skip 1 stitch, 3 double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1 again, and just repeat doing that all the way until end of this round. I'll meet you at the end to show the next step with another color. So just continue doing that all the way until the end. I'll meet you at the end to show the next step. So once you reach the end here, just chain 1 and slip stitch on top of this first double crochet stitch. Make sure in between there should be also 1 skipped stitch for the previous round. Do not chain 1 and do not cut off your yarn, just pull this yarn up like this. Next, you are going to move to a different yarn color, which is going to be the background color. This is the petal one. So next, make a slip knot, and this time around you're going to work in these skipped stitches for the previous round. And you can start in any stitch of your choice. Chain 1. Now make 1 double crochet into that same stitch you have made a slip stitch or you have joined your yarn. Chain 4. Double crochet into the next stitch. Remember, you're only working into this other previous color, not the petal one, into those skipped stitches. So make a double crochet into this next stitch. Chain 4 again. Double crochet into the next stitch, and just continue doing that all the way until end of the round. I'll meet you at the end to come show you the next step. So just go ahead doing that double crochet, chain 4 all the way until the end. I'll meet you at the end here to come show you the next step. So once you reach the end here, just chain 4, slip stitch on top of this first double crochet stitch you have started with. Do not chain 1 and do not cut off the yarn, just pull up your yarn like this. And now you're going to switch back to this other color for the petal. Whereas now you're going to do some adjustments. So just make a 1 double crochet into that same stitch, 2 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and remember you're only working into the petal for this petal, and just keep pushing the background color a little bit behind like this to make it easy for you. Now chain 2, just bring the petal a little bit in front like that. Now make double crochet into this first stitch, 2 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, and just repeat that all the way until the end. I'll meet you here at the end to show you the next step. So here we are at the end. Chain 2, slip stitch on top of the first double crochet stitch you have started with, and again do not chain 1 and do not cut off the yarn, just pull it up like this to switch back to the background color. Just bring it in front and pull this one a bit to have a workable length. Make 2 double crochet into that same stitch, chain 5, two double crochet into the next stitch, and remember you're working only into the background color. Pull the petal one a little bit backward, chain 5, two double crochet into the next stitch, and just continue doing that all the way until the end. I'll meet you at the end to come show you the next step. So at the end here, make sure you have chained 5 before you slip stitch on top of this first double crochet stitch you have started with to join your work. And again, do not chain 1 and do not cut off the yarn, just pull it up like this. And now you're going to switch back to the petal color. Make 1 double crochet into that same stitch, two double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Chain 2, just push this background color backward like that and push the petal one in front. 1 double crochet into this first stitch for the petal color, 2 double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, chain 2, and just continue doing that all the way until the end. At the end, make sure you have chain 2 before you slip stitch on top of the first double crochet stitch. I'll meet you at the end to come show you the next step. Slip stitch on top of the first double crochet stitch, and now just chain 1 because now you're going to do something different. Now make a single crochet into that same stitch, skip the next stitch and make 5 double crochet into the next stitch. Skip the next stitch, make a single crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, single crochet into the first stitch of the next petal, skip 1 stitch, 5 double crochet into the next stitch, skip the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, and just continue doing that all the way until the end. At the end here, I'll meet you to come show the next step. So at the end here, chain 2, slip stitch on top of the first single crochet stitch you have started with, chain 1, and you can cut off the yarn because now we are just going to use the background color. We are done with the petal. Just bring this background color in front into a workable length. Make 1 double crochet into that same stitch. Two double crochet into the next stitch. Now flip the petal in front like this, and you are going to work into this chain 5 at the back here. Now make 5 double crochet into this chain 5 space. Flip it back like that. Make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Remember, you're only working to the background color. 2 double crochet into the next stitch. Flip the petal and make 5 double crochet into this chain 5 space, and just continue doing that all the way until end of this round. At the end, I'll make sure to come show the next step. At the end here, slip stitch on top of this first double crochet stitch you have started with. Chain 1. Now make single crochet back into that same stitch, and continue making single crochet into the next in each of the next 5 stitches, a total of 6 single crochet stitch. Half double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, 2 double crochet into the next stitch to create your first corner, chain 2, 2 more double crochet back into that same space to complete your corner, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch. Now make 11 single crochet into the next 11 stitches. Actually make 1 single crochet in each of the next 11 stitches. Once you get 11 single crochet stitches, now make half double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, 2 double crochet into the next stitch to create your second corner, chain 2, 2 more double crochet back into that same stitch, and just continue repeating the pattern all the way until the end. At the end, you must make sure you are ending with 5 single crochet, because 6 single crochet stitches that you have started with plus the 5th one, it's going to be 11 single crochet stitches. So just continue doing that all the way until the end of this row or round. I'll meet you at the end to show the next step. At the end here, slip stitch on top of this first single crochet stitch, chain 1. Now make half double crochet back into that same stitch, make more half double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, now make double crochet into the next 7 stitches, as well as into this one, which is the 7th one. 1 double crochet into this corner, chain 2, 1 more double crochet into the corner. Now make 7 double crochet into the next 7 stitches, make 4 half double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches, make 9 double crochet in each of the next 9 stitches. In corners, just make 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 more double crochet, and just repeat the pattern all the way until the end. At the end here, you are going to end with 9 double crochet stitches. To get 9 double crochet stitch, now just slip stitch on top of the first double crochet stitch you have started with to join your work. Chain 1 and you can cut off the yarn. Now continue making 7 more retro granny square like this one. To finalize your squares, if you want, you can add one more extra row with any other yarn color of your choice, which means in my case I'm going to use the same yarn color that I'm going to use to join my squares together. As you can see, this one I have done off camera. I have made the last row with the white yarn color, and it's the same yarn color I'm going to use to join my squares together. And this row is just going to be made with single crochet stitches only. So let me just show you how I've done the other ones off camera. So just make a slip knot, and you can start in any stitch of your choice. Just remember to grab both loops. Chain 1. Now make single crochet back into that same stitch, and continue making single crochet in each stitch around all the way until you reach the corner. I'll meet you in the corner to show you how I'm going to do the corner. So once you reach here, remember also to make a single crochet into this last stitch here. It's a bit tricky, but just try to make a single crochet as well into that stitch. Then make one more single crochet into the corner, chain 2, one more single crochet into the corner, single crochet into this first stitch here, and just continue making single crochet all around like this until here. Remember, in corners you must make single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet back into the corner all the way around until you reach here. I'll meet you once I reach here. So here at the end, just slip stitch on top of this first single crochet stitch you have started with, chain 1, and you can cut off the yarn. So just make sure all your squares, they must be ended with the same color, and this is the same color you're going to use to join your squares together, actually to create the perfect invisible joining. Next, you're going to make the back strap. To make the back strap, just make a slip knot, and you can use any yarn color of your choice, and chain 5. Once you get 5 chains, now single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and continue making single crochet in each chain all the way until the end. At the end, you must have a total of 4 stitches. Chain 1, 10, chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Next, you are going to start working into this very first stitch from the hook. So now just make a single crochet into that first stitch from the hook. Remember to grab both loops and just continue making single crochet in each stitch all the way until the end. At the end, chain 1, 10 and repeat that around. So just continue repeating that around until you have a total of at least 46 rows. And remember, those rows are being counted in multiple of 2, which means it's going to be a total of 100 something rows if you are counting them as single rows, which means you are going to count like this. This is 1, 2, like that, which is a combination of 2 4 rows, or until you are satisfied with the length of your strap. It's up to you. If you want a longer strap, then you must add more rows. If you want it short, then you must make only few number of rows. So just continue doing that until you get a total of 46 rows, whereas you're going to count them like 1, 2. As you can see, this is 2 rows of single crochet, and this is 2 rows of single crochet. This is a total of 4 rows, but I'm counting them in a multiple of 2 as 1, 1, 2, 3 until they are 46, that way. As you can see for this one that I have made off camera. And this is just how I have counted my rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until I get 46. So just go ahead and get 46. And remember, sorry, at the beginning here, before you make a slip knot, remember to leave a long yarn tail. You can just undo your work if you have started to leave a long yarn tail, and at the end you must also leave a long yarn tail for attaching your back strap to the bag. Like for this one I've done off camera, I have left long tails on both sides for attaching this strap to the bag. So even here at the beginning you must leave a long yarn tail, and at the end, once you chain one before cut off the yarn, just try to leave a long yarn tail. So for joining, as you can see, this other part I have already done it off camera, and this is just how I have joined my squares together. So let me just show you how I have joined my squares together, and I'm going to do so with a yarn needle. So this is just the layout of how I'm going to join my squares together. You must be starting in your corners. Since there are 2 single crochet stitches, then you must start in this last one. And remember, you're only going to work in front loops, the loops that are actually facing you. For the square that is on your side, you must use the loop that's facing you, and on the other square you must use the loop that's facing the other side. You can cut off the yarn and just tie here to secure, or just go ahead and do this and come secure here at the end later on. And remember, you must also use the chain 2 spaces that are between here. Don't skip them. So just continue doing that all the way. Then I'll meet you once I reach here the corner to show you how I'm going to add other squares together to these ones. Just try to mix them up like that. You are starting in those chain 2 in corners. Go ahead doing the same thing you have done for the first squares. And just try to pull your yarn a little bit tight, just to bring your squares perfectly together. So just go ahead and complete joining your squares together. And in the same procedure, you're going to join your panels together. So when you're going to join your panels together, actually you're going to make sure the wrong sides are facing, like the wrong side for the one that's going to be down must be facing up like this, and the wrong side for the panel that's going to be on top must be facing down. So this is how the inside of the bag is going to look like, and this is the outside of the bag. So just go ahead joining your squares together. Actually, and the same thing, you're going to join your panels together just by working into those front loops only, using a yarn needle all around until here on both sides. Then just try to leave the bags opening. And the next thing you're going to do is to attach your bag strap. For attaching your bag straps, actually I'm going to meet you to show you how I'm going to attach my bag straps. So for attaching a bag strap, actually, since you can see there are these 2 petals here, so where else you're going to, for this one I have already marked where I'm going to put my strap on this side. So on the other side, let me just show you how where I'm going to attach my strap. Using this petal here, the first one from the corner going the other side, just try to find, since you can see between petals there are about 3 stitches. So just try to find this stitch that's opposite with the stitch between the petals like this, and just try to mark that stitch. So since the bag strap is having 4 stitches, now try to count until the 4th stitch from the marked one. 1, 2, 3, 4, then mark the 4th stitch, and just do the same thing on both sides of the bag as well as on the other bag's panel. So just go ahead and do it like that. It's actually about the 11th stitch or the 12th stitch from the corner, but you start counting the first single crochet here, going the other side. 1, 2, 3 until the 11th stitch or 12th stitch. Then try to count from the marked stitch until you reach the 4th stitch, depending on how many stitches your strap is having. And you're going to use a yarn needle to attach your back strap to the back. And here just to start in this marked stitch. You can remove the stitch marker try to go stitch by stitch first, and you can just keep repeating that until you have fully attached your back strap. You can repeat as many times as you can, just to make sure your back strap is fully attached to the back. And just continue doing that until you have fully attached your back strap to the back. And to do the same thing on the other side, just make sure your back strap is not twisted when you are attaching it. It must be looking a little bit like this, or somehow this way. So just go ahead and attach both your back strap to the back.